Good day, everyone. I am Hashir Chan Damgo.
I am Sherwin Persisto Custodio.
And I am Althea B. Catolico.
And our topic is entitled A Review of Selected Philippine Political Caricature in Alfred McCoy's Philippine Cartoons. Political caricature of American era in the year 1900s to the year 1941. So here is the background of our report. One of the potent and powerful form of art is political cartoons and caricature. Traditionally, this type of art makes exaggeration human features to poke fun to each subjects. Recently, this art genre has been used to display powerful government officials of certain countries. It became an effective tool from being opinions to public through the use of symbolism, which differ from opinionated and editorial sections of newspaper. Its unique way of presentation usually captives the audience's interest. Commentaries in mass media unavoidably shape public opinion, and such opinion deserves historical examination. In summary of the background of our report, Philippine political caricature during the American era is significant because it provides a unique perspective in the historical events and issues of the time, capturing the sentiments of the people and the social and political context of the time. The cartoon serves as a valuable source for understanding the history of the Philippines during the American era, providing a comprehensive background not only to the cartoons but to the historical context of time as well.
So before we're going to proceed to the next slide of our report, this is just an addition sa aming report about Alfred McCoy's book entitled Philippine Cartoons, Political Caricature of the American Era in the year 1900s to 1941. Explores the rich history of Philippine political cartoons during the American era. The book compiles 377 cartoons that reflect Filipino attitudes towards the arrival of Americans in the changing mores and times. The cartoon serves as a valuable source of understanding the history of the Philippines during this period, as they capture the sentiments of the people and the social and political context of the time. So, ang book nga ginawa ni Alfred McCoy is divided into several sections, each focusing on a particular theme or issue. For instance, one section explores the role of Filipino artists in recording national attitudes towards the American era, while another section examines the evolution of Philippine graphic satire. The book also includes an essay by artist-writer Alfredo Rosas, who designed the book on the history of Philippine graphic satire during the American era. So, as you can see in the next slide of our report, there is a cartoon number 1 entitled Equal Work and Equal Salary, Why? So, the explanation is cartoon number 1, Equal Work and Equal Salary, Why? During the American period daw, the largest public employer was the Bureau of Education. Most Filipinos were hired as school teachers. Although Filipinos' qualifications were equal or better than the old American teachers, they experienced discrimination that time. This campaign of Filipinos against racism was further encouraged by the policy of liberal American Governor General Francis Burton Harrison in the year 1930 to 1921, known as Philippinization, against the pro-American hiring policy of his predecessor, Governor William Howard Taft, in the year 1900s to 1912.
In continuation, which is the next slide, the cartoon number 2, entitled From Bad to Worst. In June 1898, General Emilio Aguinaldo declared the First Philippine Republic. Filipino elite and masses were inspired by the Declaration of Independence. The sun of the independence clearly pervades across the Philippines. However, Dr. T.H. Pardo da Tavera and his Federalista Party campaigned for U.S. statehood for the Philippines 2 years later. So, the cartoon expresses a strong partisan opinion of the Independent's publisher Vicente Soto, who seemed to despite the tactics of colonial compromise forced upon the Filipinos by America.
General Aguinaldo was the leader of a Filipino revolutionary during colonial times. While in self-exile in Hong Kong, he made understanding with American consuls to help each other defeat the Spanish in the Philippines. After the Americans won control of the Philippines from the Spaniards, General Emilio Aguinaldo threw that the country would be set free and be granted Pak magazine.
Is the last slide of our report, the cartoon number 4 entitled School Begins by Kepler and Schwarzman in the year 1899, Pak magazine. Education was one of the important tools used by Americans to advance their colonial interests. The first teachers in school during the American colonization were American soldiers in 1900s. A group of professional teachers known as Thomasites arrived in the country. There is a lot to digest when closely reading this cartoon.
In addition, the background of the author, which is Dr. Alfred W. McCoy, is a professor of the Southeast Asian history at the University of Wisconsin at Madison, where he always serves as director of the Center for CE Asian Studies. He spent the past quarter century writing about the politics and history of the opium trade. McCoy has spent the past 30 years writing about Southeast Asian history and politics. His publications include Philippine Cartoon 1985, Anarchy of Families 1994, Closer Than Brothers, Manod at the Philippine Military Academy 2000, and Lives at the Margin 2001.
So, in addition to our report, the cartoons are not just illustrations, but are themselves historical documents that provide a unique perspective on the past. By examining these cartoons, we can gain a deeper understanding of the social and political climate of the Philippines during the American era.
So hi guys, thank you for listening and watching our mini video presentation about the review of selected Philippine political caricature in Alfred McCoy's Philippine Cartoons, Political Caricature of the American Era, 1900s-1941.